Here's what's new in NBA 2K25.
In Rumble on the K this weekend, transport yourself to an island of cool waves and hot competition.
Win by reaching 21 in 3v3 action, or, and this is what makes the event special, get up by 8 points and the game is yours.
Yep, you better keep your game consistent or you could take that early L.
Wah, wah.
Teams that are trailing will also receive a boost to make it more challenging for the leading team.
Enjoy this unique competition, amazing location, and double rep all weekend long in the event.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
The WNBA season is tipping off May 16th, and if you haven't already, it's a great time to check out the W.
Absolutely, there's new features, new courts, and new faces. Take a look.
Fans of fast-paced basketball will want to check into the W and W Online in NBA 2K25.
Yeah, whether you want to play quick games, an entire career, your own My WNBA, or compete in 3v3 online matchups, there's a ton of fun waiting for you.
Want to build a My Player and establish a legacy? The W is your path to championships and becoming the greatest of all time.
In the W, you can make your mark on history with Pursuit of Greatness, keeping pace with the greats of the league through your career. You gain GOAT points with every milestone and GOAT moment as you guide your franchise through the years.
Earn VC, buzz, and progression points that unlock special perks. And if team control is more your style, you'll love My WNBA.
That's right, this immersive mode brings you control of a WNBA team like never before. And if you're looking for online play within the W, head to the W Online.
It's classic park action, 3v3 to 21. And here, you can really challenge your abilities to defeat others in the 2K community. Checking in with the community and getting tips on how to better your game is what we do best here at 2K TV.
And today we have former pro player and content creator, Yay Not Gaming. He has so much knowledge to share. We're so excited to have you on the show today. So tell me about when you started to play NBA 2K.
So I got into NBA 2K back in high school. I want to say 2K7. I will end up being one of the best players in the school, so they had me play against people with other schools. Kind of made like a slight reputation in high school. Once I got to college, things changed for a little bit. I just got a lot more occupied with school, and then kind of picked it back up. Started playing Pro-Am, and then once the NBA 2K League was announced, I started grinding and was able to make it to the league from there. So I've been playing the game since 2K7, so I'm an old head for real, for real.
I feel that. I'm an old head right here with you. So for you, someone who's really into competitive play and you play a lot of Pro-Am, what advice would you give to people looking to squad up with 4 of their teammates and climb the leaderboards in Pro-Am?
The best piece of advice would be to become a specialist in the role you have. Just because there's a lot of folks that kind of want to be well-rounded, but in those competitive modes, everybody kind of has a role. Everybody can't be Giannis. Everybody can't be KD all on the same team.
And then as a follow-up, when you play with your friends, do you guys determine what builds you're bringing in based on what you're best at, or do you do it by what role you're playing?
Yeah, like one thing I mentioned is that it's tough to get 5 folks on, so you got to really know what everybody's good at. So I think one thing you got to do as soon as you get on in the party chat is say what build does everybody got, what makes the most sense before you head out there.
So you've had a really unique journey because like you mentioned, you made it to the NBA 2K League and won a championship. So I have to ask, for educating people to become better at NBA 2K, how has that experience helped translate to your skills?
Oh yeah, so I played multiple positions in the Pro-Am circuit, and then be able to play shooting guard and lockdown at the highest level at the NBA 2K League, playing with a lot of teammates who are really experienced as well, who put a lot of hours in. So I got to learn a lot from them and from real game experience with a crowd behind you, by the way, back in those days.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land?
celebrate our nation. That was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Ayton, Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Avdia, and it's Kamare into the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Well, you and I, Doris, are both pumped up for this game, aren't we? 2 exciting teams going head-to-head tonight.
Kevin, we've got great athletes almost everywhere on the floor tonight. The play at the rim should be electric. Let's go.
Now, here's Sharp. Simons with a screen on Edwards. Here's Sharp. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Conley kicks to Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Shaedon Sharp picks one up. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Free throw good, Edwards. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Kamare misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Randall kicks to Gobert. Conley left side. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randall. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Outside, Avdia. Here's Kamare. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Randall dishes to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. Randall surveying the D. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one Bill Walton, one of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Avdia, Anthony Edwards making his last shot. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Randall. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here's Sharp. Pass to Simons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Edwards against Sharp.
Oh, what a dunk! Out below! How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Conley against Simon. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Miller in at the 4 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Thibault can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 3. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside, Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Misses the 3. And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 2. Grant outside. Henderson looking it over. It's good. This game is all even. Henderson's got 5.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Kamare. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Clingan with the steal. Here's Kamare. Defended by Alexander Walker. Henderson outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Pass to Miller. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Edwards. He's got 8. Now Reed. Henderson defending. To stop the run. And Reed with the lay-in.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
And that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. We've got Avdia and Fernie Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Now, here's Sharp. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And it's Simons missing. Simons has gone 1 of 3 on the night. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ayton a screen on Randall. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Avdia. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. And Doris, as we've watched Avdia, he's a real threat from the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really good at a lot of different things on a basketball floor. I think the consistency from range wasn't there early, and defenders would give him a cushion. That is no longer the case.
Here's Simons. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Ayton a screen on Conley. Three-pointer, Simons buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Edwards can't hit. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Kamare. Back to Avdia. Simons from outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Here's Randall. He can't hit that time. Avdia with a defensive effort. Now Sharp, shot clock.